We are the sparks in the endless night, breaking through the system's lie. No more running, no more hiding. Inochi mo yashite. Mo yashite. Zero and one, the world erased. Ghosts of steel, echoes of fate. We fight, we burn, we fade. Or will we rise again? We are the sparks in the endless night. No more running, no more hiding. The world is ending, but we're still fighting. Zero and one, the world erased. Ghosts of steel, echoes of fate. We fight, we burn, we fade. Or will we rise again? We are the sparks in the endless night. No more running, no more hiding. The world is ending, but we're still fighting. But we're still fighting. But we're still fighting. You must fight.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how excited I've been for this stream. Oh my god, I've been thinking about it all week. Here, let me start the. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of ambiance, a little bit of music. All right, all right. Oh man, oh man. We are in it today. We are in it. I don't know what that means, but we're in it. All right. Whew. Yeah, last stream. Oh man, that was a rough one. That was a really hard stream. There's a lot of emotions going around. There's a lot of chaos that happened. An incredible turnaround. Just incredible turnaround. Um, we basically negated an entire battle off of one roll, which is insane to say the least. So yeah, last stream, what happened? Oh shoot. Let's see. We went to the mall last stream. And that is where we were. I think that's roughly where we started last stream, is in the, or either about to get into the mall or in the mall already. We were looking for Rhaegor because we heard that Rhaegor's last known location was the mall. Turns out that was not correct. We were actually, what I found out is we last stream I found out we were led astray by the merchant that we talked to. I think his name was Grit. We talked to him and we were like, yeah, we're looking for Rhaegor. We're about to head to Sector 0 right now and find him. And then he was like, nah, he's not at Sector 0. He's at the mall. And guess what? He wasn't even at the mall. It turns out that we found out in the mall that well, one, we found an echo, a very disturbed echo that was able to manipulate space and time around it. It was a very dangerous entity that we managed to contain again, and permanently. Apparently, it was not permanently contained before, but it is now. It was a really hard choice to make because we know these echoes. They're people, you know. They were once people like us, and they went to Spine for help, and Spine screwed them over. Spine did the worst thing possible to them in the guise of helping them with their problem. What just a terrible thing to do. The Spine is just ugh. All right, I'm not gonna get into it, but Spine bad. So yeah, we had to lock them away permanently. Unfortunately, I feel like there could have been some kind of back and forth there, but we didn't really have a choice. It was way too powerful for any of us to be able to handle. So yeah, we dealt with that, and then we left the mall. I think in the mall, actually, we found some data that said that Rhaegor is actually not with Spine anymore. He was with Spine, but apparently some kind of disagreement happened. Project Rift was put on permanent hold for whatever reason. I don't know. I think it had something to do with like, oh, this entity went too far and messed up, and it wasn't correct anymore. So yeah, the closest point that they had at actually completing Project Rift failed, and that's when they were like, listen, we're gonna put this on a permanent hold, and we're gonna have to try again, I guess. But Rhaegor said no, and I guess now he's on the run from Spine. And I feel like they're after him, and he's not gonna have a good time if they do find him. Yeah, so that's all that happened, I believe. Oh yeah, so before the thing that's crazy about Sector 0, like I said, we were gonna head there. We were already heading there before we went. We were gonna stop and buy some stuff with Grit at that one shop. So we had heard of it before. So now we're told that Sector 0 is like a black site, that nobody really knows about it, or it's really off the grid, especially from Spine. Spine technically doesn't know about it anymore. So we are determining that Rhaegor is, he's a smart guy. I mean, of course, he knows a lot about the Spine project and experiments and whatnot. I'm not gonna say he's stupid, because he's not. He's I'm sure he's a smart guy. but he knows of Sector Zero, and he's probably hiding out there because he knows Spine isn't going to go looking for him there because they don't really know about it. So we're heading there right now. We were heading there, and then we got ambushed by a just so many Spine agents. Let me scroll up if I can see it real quick. Yeah, here we go. So we had a whole group of Spine operatives, a heavy gunner, another group, and then the strike commander. So we had like groups of people trying to attack us, and they had guns and stuff. So, and that was the first time we have fought anyone with guns in this whole series so far. So that was a shock. And I felt like we were probably not going to win because they seemed pretty strong, and there was a lot of them, and it was iffy, and we were a little bit worried. But then, it comes up to Calypsy's turn, and I don't know if you know this. Apparently, even my team doesn't know this, but she has the hypnosis power, and we've learned that previously. We've discussed it at length in the series. She has hypnosis. She just doesn't want to use it because there's consequences for using her hypnosis. But she felt that this was necessary at the moment to use her hypnosis power. And she uses it on the strike commander. And she rolled a critical success. And she basically made the commander tell the entire team to disengage immediately. And they ran. They left immediately, which was absolutely incredible. I did not expect that to happen in the slightest, but yep, that's what happened. They just ran away, thinking that they were like, I don't know, compromised or something. What was it? Yeah, mission compromised. So yeah, who knew that having a commander and hypnotizing them to tell their team to run away would work so effectively. So yeah, there we go. That's where we're at. That's where we left off. Right now we are just out there. Our vehicle's not looking too great because they damaged our vehicle a little bit when they ambushed us, and now we're kind of just here, right in the aftermath of the battle that happened. I guess technically like in the middle of the road or something because they just stopped us. So yeah. Oh, I forgot I have alarms. Hold on, sorry. 1 second. Get my alarms, turn those off. I don't need those anymore. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so that's where we're at. I think, so I was looking at this decision. I'm gonna look for nearby supplies because they might have they might have dropped some stuff while they were fleeing. Let's see. I'm going to try to turn this high capacity energy cell into an explosive while the rest of the team is looking for stuff to pick up. So let's do that. Let's see. So Malix, he will try to convert the high capacity. All right, and then the rest of the team will scavenge. Yeah, whatever. Rest of the team. Team. Yeah, I can spell. Don't worry. I'm a perfect speller. I've never misspelled anything ever. All right. Perfection. Now, hopefully, this doesn't take too long because I have connected to a better Wi-Fi signal. So, hopefully, it doesn't take that long to generate. I don't know if maybe how long this specific chat has been going is making it have to think a lot harder or something. It could very well be possible. Or it is truly just my connection. It could be either or. I'm not sure. But yeah, it does take a little bit of time to generate. And I kind of fill the space in between. I mean, there's not much I can do while I'm just sitting here waiting, you know? I'm going to have to maybe figure something out to do in the meantime. Whenever I hit generate, just kind of wait for things to generate. See, like this point, I would start reading it, but you never know if it's not going to generate fast enough for me to read the whole thing. All right, let's see. Roll 13, partial success. Moloch successfully converts the high-capacity energy cell into an explosive device, but it's unstable. It can be used as a grenade or placed as a timed charge, but there's a risk of malfunction. 25% chance, reduced effectiveness, or a misfire. Interesting. It's a high-energy plasma detonation. That's pretty cool. Effective against personnel light armor. That's pretty cool. All right. So let's edit this. So this is now a high capacity, nope, explosive device, I guess. Or should I actually just fully erase it and do a high energy? Oh yeah, here it says high energy plasma. Energy. I'll just say explosive because explosive is like inclusive. I'm gonna capitalize that too. There we go, high energy explosive, and then I will copy this and copy that, and then also I need to know this, the 25% chance of misfire. I think that's important information to keep track of. So yeah, put that put it in our items. And yeah, so now we have a high energy explosive. That's pretty cool. The plasma bomb, basically. All right. Roll 22, critical success. They find a hidden supply cache from a long-gone scavenger crew, still intact. 2 advanced medical kits, a high energy stem, that's cool. Specialized armor plating, ooh, that's fancy. Encrypted data slate, ooh, okay. Calypsy grins, tossing one of the advanced medkits to Eudora. Looks like we're not as screwed as we thought. Eudora immediately uses the medkit on Calypsy, patching up her wounds properly this time. She can't. Can she do that? Am I just gonna let that slide? I'll let it slide. She's fully healed, sure. It doesn't say how much it healed, but I'm gonna assume fully healed. I mean, she only had 8 points of damage, really, so it's not that big a deal. Moloch examines the encrypted data slate, sync core scanning for a way to crack it. Rosia takes the high energy stem, securing it for later use. Kira looks at the specialized armor plating. Who should get this? I can attach it to one of our suits. Okay, she can do that. I didn't know she could do that. Okay, alright, I guess I have to add these now. 2 advanced medical kits. We use one of the advanced medical kits, so we only have one. Advanced medical kit. Yeah, you're the only one that doesn't have an advanced medical kit, so let's just... Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, and using an advanced medical kit fully restores health for one person each. That's actually useful information to know. So let me grab that. I didn't know that that's what it does, but I guess it's telling me now. Okay, advanced medical kit. It's fine. Is it kit? Kit or kits? Kit? Yeah. Okay, it's kit. It's fine. It's fine. Ah. No. Do this. No, I don't want to actually erase it. Kit. You just do what I want, please. There. Was that so hard? Okay. Yep. One more. One more. Erase the kits. Double it up. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, there's another one. I lied. Sorry. There we go. All right. Much better. Okay. Advanced medical kits understood better now, I feel. So that's good. The standard medical kits, I assume, just do a random chance of healing a certain amount, I guess. I don't know. The high energy stem, who has that? Rosia takes it. Okay, well, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to argue. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. Okay, so we don't have a high... Oh, wait. High... No. No, we don't have one. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. There you go. Sorry, this is a little finicky. There you go. Speed and reflexes for 1 minute. Oh yeah, she also has the big... Oh, the stabilizer? Yeah. Oh, and the combat stem. Similar to Rosia's stem. What does that mean? Does she... She doesn't have one. Already, right? No, she doesn't. She has experimental. Oh, I guess similar to her experimental combat stem. I don't know. I don't know what it's referencing there, but it's something similar. Similarly similar. Yep. Mm-hmm. Alright, and then we have the encrypted data slate that Mollix has. I wish I didn't have to do this at the beginning of the stream, but, you know, I don't get to choose when it happens. Just depends on when I get items. And then the specialized armor. I'm just gonna say it's 1 unit. And then, make somebody hold it for now. Who has the least amount of stuff? Calypsy, you don't have that much. Take this. They don't actually have like a weight system, so that it doesn't really determine how much stuff they can hold. So, you know, I'm just gonna assume that they can hold a reasonable amount of stuff. I mean, if the list starts getting a little bit too long, maybe I just say, oh, you can't carry anymore until you drop it back off at the base. Then we have to take a trip to the base and stuff like that. Okay, so I gave somebody a med kit, the high energy stem, the plating, and yep, okay, we're good. I'm gonna ask, what's the condition of our vehicle? Yep, I can spell. Shut up. because they did damage it, I think, a little bit, but it didn't actually say. I don't know if it said what damage it actually happened to it, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it was enough to stop us, so I mean, could be bigger damage than we expect. I wonder if it's doing a roll for this or if it's just determining. Okay, fully operational, minor damage. That's good. Oh, it did roll. It did roll for it. Okay, that could have been bad if it rolled worse. Despite the ambush, the vehicle remains mostly intact. Minor hull damage and some surface scarring from the EMP round. Nothing critical. All major systems are still functional. The vehicle can still be used for fast travel or emergency extraction. Mollix runs a quick diagnostics from a sync core, nodding. It took some hits, but it's holding up fine. We won't be stranded if we need to pull out fast. Calypsy smirks. Good. I hate walking. She would say something like that. like no, I'm not walking. Especially probably how far we have to go from here. Oh my god, use the vehicle to ram open Sector Zero's entrance? I'm not trying. I'm not sure that's a great idea, buddy. Yeah. Keep the vehicle nearby for fast escape. I mean, yeah, that's pretty useful. Mobile cover, drive it into a tactical position. I don't even know if we're gonna be attacked here, because I'm assuming it's just Rhaegor that's here. I want to assume that it's just Rhaegor here. Leave it hidden. Park in the distance so it doesn't become a target. It should be fine. It should be fine. Let's keep the vehicle nearby, because you know I don't want to actually use it as like because it could damage it and us just be out of luck, like we won't be able to go anywhere. That would be really bad. I think mobility is very important, especially long distances. I don't know how far Sector 0 is actually from what, Outpost 13? Yeah, Outpost 13. I don't know how far it is. I'm assuming, I mean, far enough to drive to, clearly. Alright, parks the vehicle just out of sight in a defensible position. The engine remains primed, ready to go at a moment's notice. If things go south in Sector 0, they won't be stranded. Mollix locks the controls into emergency override mode. If we need to run, we won't have the time to start it up. This way, all we have to do is get in and go. Yeah, but is somebody gonna steal it? Or like, do we have the keys or something? Like, I don't know how that works. Calypsy nods, approving of the foresight. Rosia glances toward the facility entrance. Alright, no more stalling. Let's see what's inside. Should we decrypt this data slate before we go in? I feel like we should, just to be safe. And then, ooh, we should attach the armor plating to Calypsy's armor. Oh, that would be so cool. Because she's a melee character, so she needs all the damage negating she can get. Yeah. I'm feeling that. Okay, let's see. So yeah, let's say Mollix decrypts the data slate. It is 2 words, not 1. I'm messing it up. Sorry. Okay, Mollix decrypts that. I think who's damaged? Somebody was still damaged, right? Oh yeah, Kira's a little bit damaged. All right, so let's do Kira help let's attach the armor plating to Calypsy's armor. And then Eudora is going to heal Kira, who is damaged 9 points. I guess I'll specify just in case. And then and then Rosia's gonna scout ahead using her shadow magic. Okay, I think that's good. Is that everybody? Am I leaving? I think I'm leaving somebody out, right? I mean, Calypsy's just waiting because she's getting her armor put on. So yeah, that should be good. We're prepping up, getting ready to head into this location. I'm pretty sure the drones are still with us. We got 3 combat drones and 1 scout drone. I don't think Rosia can technically control the scout drone. She doesn't have like a connection to the network. Because Mollix has his sync core, and then Calypsy has the wrist drone interface. I'll take this time to get a drink. Yep. I'll do that. Oh, it looks like Spine knows a little bit more. Oh no, these were the scavengers. This was from the scavenger stuff. It wasn't from Spine. So yeah, Spine does really know about this, I think. Wait, Sector 0 was also a failed Rift experiment site? Oh, is that why they abandoned it, probably? Yeah, uncontrollable anomalies. Oh my god, please. Please bring Echo Prime into this. It's almost abandoned Echo Prime as a name entirely. Like, it has not mentioned it since. And I want to know more about Echo Prime. I really do. Like, it seems like such a cool concept because Echo Prime. Let me summarize. Echo Prime is supposedly, my understanding is that it is a Echo or a failed experiment that has escaped containment and is now a part of the Spine network, and it is capable of rewriting itself and potentially manipulating memories, time, and space, which is very interesting. So yeah, I guess we'll hear more about Echo Prime eventually, if ChatGPT even remembers Echo Prime. But I know for sure once we find Rhaegor, Echo Prime is going to be one of the first things we ask about, because that is very important. We want to know. All right, so let's go back to this. So we decrypted it, and this is the information we have. Boom. Don't like that it does that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so we actually know a little bit more about where we're going into as well, just from this file alone. So Sector Zero was a failed Rift experiment site. It was abandoned due to uncontrollable anomalies. Spine later erased all records of it, claiming it was too dangerous to reclaim. That doesn't sound good for me. Last known report states that the entity within still lingers, but is dormant. That kind of sounds like the mall. The same entity from the mall. There's an active security AI still running inside. The AI does not recognize Spine as its master anymore. It may be possible to hack it and turn it against any hostiles inside. Ooh, that would be cool. Sector Zero isn't just abandoned. It's been sealed off because something inside refused to be controlled. If we can get to the AI core, we might be able to use it to our advantage. Calypso narrows her eyes. Or it might try to kill us. Moloch shrugs. There's always a possibility. Alright, Kira attaches the specialized armor plating to Calypso's gear. +1 defense permanently added to Calypso's armor. More resistant to energy-based and ballistic attacks. That's incredible. Kira steps back, checking the straps. Alright, you're a little less killable now. Calypso grins, flexing her hands. Good. I plan on putting it to the test. Alright, fantastic. Alright, let's go back here. We gotta heal up. We gotta heal. We got Eudora healing Kira fully. Eudora places a hand on Kira. Her biomagic pulses through her body, sealing wounds instantly. Kira inhales sharply, eyes widening. Damn, that's actually kind of nice. Eudora smiles. Try not to get shot again so soon. I'm trying to work on a voice for Kira. I don't know how I should voice her, but it's kind of like just a firm female voice. kind of like Clipsy is. Rosia scouting, moderate success. Rosia stealthily moves ahead using her shadow manipulation, gathering intel. She finds an entryway breach where Spine once tried to force their way in. Scattered wreckage of old combat units long since destroyed. Signs of movement. Something is still inside. No visible alarms, but heavy power readings suggest something is still running. Rosia returns to the group. Something's in there. I don't know if it's Spine, but the place isn't dead as we thought. Moloch nods. That tracks with what I found. The AI core is still active. Maybe it's controlling whatever's left in there. Yep, that is probably the case. That's one reason there would need to be energy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I guess we could try to hack the AI first. You know, might as well try to give it a shot, right? Yeah, I mean, what's the harm? What's the harm? Well, I guess they could detect our presence if we fail. No, I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. That's fine. We'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen, right? Nothing bad has ever happened in the stream ever from my poor decisions. And you can't prove otherwise except for the recordings of all the previous streams that I've streamed. Shut up, you don't know. You don't know. Don't sass me. Ooh, partial success. I like the sound of that. That's good. That's good. Come on. Come on. Hack roll 11. Not bad, not bad. Moloch establishes a weak connection to the AI core, but it resists full control. He gains access to some security systems, but not the AI's primary directives. The AI recognizes an external user and responds with an automated message. Unauthorized access detected. Corey input required. Security feeds activated. Molix can see some internal camera footage of the facility. Nice, nice. Environmental logs. He can monitor power levels and anomaly activity inside. Perfect, perfect. Oh my god, is he going to be the guy in the van? He's going to be the guy in the van? He's like, all right, guys, listen. This is where the enemies are. Go take them out. No. He's part of it. He's part of it. He's going to go in with them. He cannot directly control defenses yet. The AI is still resisting external commands. The AI is awake and know they are here. It's aware of someone. It is aware someone is trying to interfere. Ooh, it tells us the camera feed. Yes. The facility is in bad shape with collapsed corridors, flickering emergency lights, I want to say typical spine facility. They're usually collapsed and in terrible condition. At least all the ones we found. Old spine drones lay inactive, but some seem recently disturbed. A movement detected in the lower levels. One of the deeper corridors has a massive sealed vault door still powered. Environmental logs. The power fluctuations detected near the vault door. Something is drawing energy, but it is unclear what. Anomaly signatures detected, but unstable. Molix grits his teeth. Well, we're in, but only barely. The AI knows something's going on, but I don't have control yet. Calypso crosses her arms. Can you just push harder? Can you just do it better? Just try harder. She's funny. I like her. She's funny. Malik shakes his head, not without triggering some kind of failsafe. Right now, it's just watching us. If I push too hard, we might set off every security measure in the place. Try to converse with the AI. Ooh. Use the security feeds to plan the route. That would be a good idea. Manually enter the facility and try to hack the AI from the inside. Yeah, I guess. Go in carefully but ready for a fight. Should we try to converse with this AI? Oh, man. I mean, we can ask it about Rhaegor. Maybe it knows something about Rhaegor that we don't. I'm gonna assume that we don't see Rhaegor on any of the feeds. Should I ask it anyways if it sees if we see Rhaegor on any of the feeds? I mean, it didn't say anything. I'm not gonna push it. We'll just assume that we did not see him. Yeah, tempting the AI would be bad though, because it could, like he said, it could trigger the whole facility. But I think Molix gets a bonus for hack rolls, doesn't he? Yeah, +5. Oh man, do I want to risk it right now? No, I don't think I do. I think we're gonna plan a route. I think that's the safest method, honestly. And we haven't actually seen any entities or anomalies so far. I mean, the one thing I'm really worried about is that if we literally never find Rhaegor. If we never find Rhaegor, like, what are we doing? Like, we're just running around trying to find him the best we can and just missing every shot. Like, it's awful. It's just awful. Malix navigates the security feeds, carefully mapping out the best possible route into Sector 0. There is a relatively safe entry route. The west corridor is mostly clear with only minor structural damage. Emergency lighting is still functional, making it easier to navigate. No signs of immediate hostile presence in this section. The potential danger is deeper inside. Security measures remain optional. Signs of movement in the lower levels. Possibly old drones or something worse. The vault at the end of the corridor is powered, but there's no clear access points visible. They have a relatively safe way in. The lower levels are unstable and may contain hostile elements. The AI is likely protecting something behind the vault. Malix zooms in on the vault door, frowning. This is where we need to go, no doubt about it, but I still don't have access to the full system. Whatever's inside, it's locked in for a reason. Rosia nods, scanning the security feeds. If we stick to the west corridor, we'll avoid unnecessary fights for now. Calypsy taps her claws against her armor. Alright, then let's move before the AI decides to throw something nasty our way. Okay, I'm doing a risky step here. So I'm gonna say Malix asks Rosia if she thinks her father would lock himself behind a vault door to keep himself safe, and if maybe she interacts with the AI, Rhaegar might see and let them through. It's a possibility that he's not even remotely here, but did I spell it right? Raegor. Yeah, I did. Wow. Nice. I'm getting used to their names. It's a little difficult, but you know. Let's see what Rosia says. I mean, all we're really detecting is like a power signal from behind the vault. It could just be him living in there or like hiding away in there. I mean, we still don't even fully know if he's here or not, but you know, it's worth a risk of finding out, I guess. Otherwise, we're wasting our time even more because we need to find him before Spine does. Spine gets a hold of him. If Spine gets a hold of him, we're like, he's done. He's done. All right, Malix glances at the flickering security feeds, then looks at Rosia. If your father really is in here, or in there, would he have locked himself behind a vault door like this? Rosia's ears twitch, tail flicking as she stares at the image of the sealed vault. Her father, Rhaegar Kalis Ivanov, was not a man who hid, but he was a man who prepared. She crosses her arms, jaw tightening. I don't know. He's smart. Smarter than anyone I know. She exhales, eyes narrowing. If he's behind that door, then there's a reason. Either he's keeping something out, or keeping himself in. Malix nods, tapping into the AI's interface. If we assume Rhaegar has influence over the AI, then maybe it'll respond to you. Rosia tilts her head, thinking. Then slowly, she steps up to the security terminal. Her hands hover over the input panel, uncertainty creeping into her expression. If I do this and he's in there, what do I even say? Oh man, what does she say? Oh yeah, stating her identity and asked to be let in. The AI might recognize her completely as Rhaegor's daughter. I think that would be the best bet. Or demand access in Rhaegor's name, but I think it would know better. I think it would know better. And I think Rhaegor's the type of dude that would have his daughter on the allow list. I mean, not expecting her to be there, obviously, but just in case. Especially if he is in hiding, then he would want some kind of failsafe. Ask the AI what its primary directive is. Try to understand what it's actually doing. They could just give me some stupid answer that is completely unrelated. Leave it alone and just enter. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick to my guns here. I think this is a good plan. She could potentially let us in. I really hope Rhaegor is in here, and I'm right about this. I mean, at this point, I feel like we're just here to help him. We were originally on the war hunt for him to kill him, but now, I mean, he's still a terrible guy. But with the revelation, oh yeah, last stream also, Rosia finally admitted to Calypsy that Rhaegor, the one that she was after, was her father all along. And that's what made the last stream so hard, difficult. Alright. Rosia takes a breath and presses her palm against the console. This is Rosia Ivanova. I am requesting entry. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, identity not found. You are unauthorized. The screen flashes red. A faint whirring noise echoes from deep inside the facility. The AI is not recognizing Rosia's credentials. The AI has flagged the team as intruders. The AI may attempt to deny them access. It could alert any active security forces inside, and something is stirring deeper within the facility. Rosia curses under her breath, stepping back. Well, that could have gone better. Mollix immediately scans the system, checking if they triggered anything. Calypsy grits her teeth. Alright, that's it. We're going in now. One more try. One more try, right? I've got to get a better roll this time, right? This has got to work. Please. I know he's in here. I know it. Like, come on. Imagine if Rhaegor did set this up and didn't include his own daughter in the allow list. Like, what a jerk, right? I mean, technically speaking, we were on the warpath to go kill him not too long ago. So, it's not... I mean, she wasn't on board with it, but, I mean, she was still a part of it. Rosia grits her teeth and tries again, voice firm. I am Rosia Ivanova, daughter of Rhaegor Kalis Ivanov. I request access in his name. There's a long pause. Then, query recognized. Rhaegor Kalis Ivanov. Access level restricted. Security clearance not verified. The AI does not immediately deny her, but it also does not open the vault. Instead, it pulls up an old security log. They are coming. This will be my last transmission. The rift cannot be controlled. The AI will maintain the seal. If Rosia finds this message, do not trust what remains. Sector 0 is not what it seems. The message ends abruptly. The AI acknowledges Rhaegor but does not fully trust Rosia. The vault is still locked, but the AI is processing something. Rhaegor left a warning, but what does not trust what it remains mean? They have more information, but they're still locked out. Mollix leans in, frowning. Well, that's ominous as hell. Calypsy crosses her arms. Yeah, and I hate it. Rosia stares at the screen, heart pounding. He left this for me. He knew I'd come here. I think we should just leave, honestly. If Rhaegor's not here, the whole point that we're here, what's the point of going inside? Right? And it's dangerous. It's dangerous to go inside. We could just ask around and find him somewhere else. I mean, even Rhaegor himself is telling us to leave. Well, I mean, he's not really telling us to leave, but he's telling us it's extremely dangerous. They are coming. I'm assuming he's talking about Spine. The rift can't be controlled. Yeah, we know that. Damn it. I did so well. I did so well. RH, yeah. It's RHEA. No, AE, sorry. AEGOR. Yeah, since he's not here, like why risk it? What's the point? Seems rather pointless to me. I mean, I guess we can find more info, but like maybe we can just hack the system a little bit more and try to get a little bit more information. Something like that. I mean, we still need to find Rhaegor before it's too late. Unless it is already too late. He is not safe currently. The air is heavy as the team stands outside, the looming entrance of Sector 0, the AI's fragmented message replaying in their minds. Rhaegor isn't here. He left a warning specifically for Rosia. Something dangerous remains inside. Rosia stares at the terminal, fists clenched. This isn't what I expected. Rosia Calypsy crosses her arms, tapping her claws against her armor. She loves this new armor. She's in love. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. If Rhaegor's not here, what's the damn point? We came here to find him. Eudora follows slightly. or frowns. I'm reading. I can read. Eudora frowns slightly, shifting on her hooves. Oh, her hooves, because she's a deer. Oh, but he left a message for you. That has to mean something, right? Mollix adjusted his visor, deep in thought. The question is, do we really want to know what's behind that door? The arguments for leaving now. Rhaegar isn't here. This entire mission was to find him, not to fight some unknown anomaly. The warning was clear. Rhaegar himself said, do not trust what remains. If he thought it was a threat, why take the risk? They barely survived the spine ambush. Okay, that's a lie. We survived it with flying colors. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky. I'll give you that. but it could have been bad. It could have been very bad. Do they even have the resources? I mean, they do. I guess they could take it off if they really wanted to, but why would they? Arguments for going in. Rhaegar left this message for Rosia. Maybe he knew something she needed to find something here. Sector 0 was erased for a reason. Whatever is in there is something Spine didn't want anyone to know about. The AI knows Rhaegar. If they can hack it fully, they might be able to get a clue on where he went. This could be their only lead left. If they turn back now, they might never know what Rhaegar was trying to hide. It's still ultimately up to me, obviously. We're gonna try to get the AI to cooperate one more time. That's the only way I'm gonna go in. If the AI does not cooperate this time, we're gonna leave. It's our last chance. I don't really want to entertain this because it's like we're supposed to be finding Rhaegar. That's our whole mission right now. And I don't think if we even go in here and fight whatever we gotta fight, that we'll find enough information to even find Rhaegar. So what's the point? We could talk to some other people and get some actual intel to find out where he is. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's right that we could definitely find some really interesting information in there, but you gotta really think, like, is it worth the risk? Is what we're gonna find in there even worth going in? And we don't know. We don't know, and I highly doubt it, honestly. If this AI gives me something credible that I can use, just something. Like, I need to be convinced here that to make this worth my while. Mollix leans back towards the terminal, fingers tapping against the interface. Alright, AI, you clearly know who Rhaegar is. What exactly is inside this facility that we shouldn't trust? Facility classified under Project Rift. AI cannot confirm integrity of remaining entities. Core anomaly status. Active. Experiment result. Unstable. Final directive received. Maintain seal. Contain. Never release. AI acknowledges that something dangerous is inside, but does not specify what. Rhaegar's last directive to the AI was to keep it sealed. The core anomaly is still active, meaning whatever was experimented on here is still present. Well, if Rhaegar wanted it sealed, who are we to unseal it, right? Fuck that. The air is tense. Rosia stares at the screen, uncertain. Calypsy clenches her fists, ready for a decision. Mollix grimaces, because whatever they choose, there's no going back. We're gonna leave. We're leaving. I don't think it gave me enough information to convince me to fully go in. It actually doubled down on my wanting to leave because I'm not gonna unseal something that Rhaegar purposely sealed. That seems dumb and unnecessarily dangerous. I mean, sure, we could have had a crazy fight with some anomaly, some echo, but it's not worth it. We need to fully focus on finding Rhaegar as fast as possible. And this is the only way to do that. Okay. Actually, while we're at this, let me go to places. Sector 0. Alright, it's this. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, the warning is clear. Rhaegar himself ordered the vault to stay sealed. Whatever's inside isn't worth the risk. Is exactly what I just said. Rosia stepping away from the console, her expression unreadable. If my father went through the trouble of sealing this place, maybe it's for a damn good reason. Calypsy huffs, turning on her heel. Fine, but if we find out later that we needed something in there, I'm blaming you. Eudora nods slowly, relieved. Some doors are meant to stay closed. Malix glances back at the flickering screen one last time. The AI's response. Facility remains in containment protocol. No further access granted. Sector 0 will remain locked. The AI does not pursue them. The vault remains sealed. Its contents unknown. And for once, I'm fully okay with that. As they walk away from the entrance, the silence is deafening. For the first time, they are choosing to walk away from something unknown. Maybe it's the right call. Or maybe they just left behind something critical. Only time will tell. What is that DM for, like, you shouldn't have walked away? This is very important. No, I'm sticking to my guns. This is stupid. This is stupid. Okay, do we have anything to drop off? Let's see. I mean, not really. I think we dropped everything off last time we were here. And we have a lot of useful things to use. So. Yeah, I don't think we have anything necessarily that we need to. It's a prototype energy cell upgrade. We can't do that on the move, though. We have to be at the base, so I should have left it at the base. Yeah, we have this encrypted data drive, which we did decrypt it, right? I didn't write it down, though. That's unfortunate. It's fine. It's fine. Can I scroll up to see it, maybe? It's not that far, right? Can't possibly be that far. It's like right here. Yeah, like right here. Encrypted data. Condition the vehicle. Yes, decrypts the data slate. Here we go. Classified stuff. Right, is that what I did? Yeah, okay. I could have sworn I already did this. Did I not do this already? Am I tripping? I am tripping, it's right here. Wait, then what is that? Data drive? What? It's not a drive, it's a slate. Did I push in the wrong thing? Maybe I put the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on. Is that why? Yeah, okay. That's why, because it was the wrong item. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, so we have all these. Oh, I can open multiple tabs? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. If you hold control, you can open multiple tabs. That's so cool. Items, items, also an item, also an item. Great. Yeah, look at our long list of items. It's getting massive. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, so we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. Okay, so we don't really need to return to base. We don't really have that much stuff that we're carrying to really negate or to necessitate returning. So let's see. We will. It just says search for Rhaegar elsewhere. Like, where? Are we just gonna walk randomly? Like, I don't think we even have any locations in mind. Not really. We've been to the mall, Sector 0, Sector Omega didn't really have anything. Yeah, see, even it says Rhaegar was not here. Outpost 17. Yeah, no, none of this is helpful. What should we do? What should we do? Follow up on any unresolved clues? There may be past hints they haven't fully investigated. The team drives away from Sector 0, leaving its secrets behind. Let's follow up on any unresolved clues. What is that going to do for us? I wonder what clues it has, because I'm not sure. Alright, with Sector 0 left behind, the team returns their attention to lingering questions. Where did Rhaegar go after sealing the vault? What exactly was Project Rift, and how does it connect to Kira? What is Spine planning next, and how does it tie into their past experiments? Yeah, we don't know, because clearly Project Rift failed. So what are they gonna do now? Just keep trying? Moloch sits in the vehicle, scanning through all their collected data. Let's see, unresolved leads. Project Rift data shard. They decrypted some of it, but there may be more hidden information. Kira's past. The AI mentioned Project Rift, and Kira has Rift-based abilities. Yeah, she is. I mean, she is an Echo. I mean, not a very bad one, but she's still an Echo. Could she have been part of it? Ooh. What if Kira's actually been working for them all along? I mean, no, she hasn't seemed like she's been really, like, hindering us. I mean, she's been a lot of help, honestly. Spine's activity. They know Spine is moving assets, but where? I mean, yeah, that ambush said a lot, honestly. Rhaegor's trail. They missed him here, but is there another location he could have gone to? Oh, okay, he's just gonna analyze it. I mean, that's fair, honestly. Wait, do we even have it on us? Or is it back at the base? I don't see it. Project Rift data? I don't know what he's talking about. Project Rift data? Project Rift data shard. Oh yeah, the data shards. Or oh sorry, it is a shard, yes. The from Project Echo there is oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, the spine fragments that are encrypted. We never decrypted those, I guess. Is that what it's talking about? Or is it talking about the actual data shard? Oh, I didn't write this down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we decrypted this. Decrypted partially the decrypted dog tags. It's about Kira. Is that what it's talking about, maybe? I don't know. You know, maybe I should just read the rest and just see if it says anything. Let's see. I'm going to take another crack at the Project Rift data shard. The more they understand about Project Rift, the closer they might get to answers about Kira, and maybe even Rhaegor. The team's next move, investigate Project Rift deeper. What's the plan? Let's see. Alright, Mollix. Another decryption. Alright, normally Rosia would handle the contacts, but Eudora can handle it too, I think. Or maybe even Clipsy could have done it. Oh, I didn't think about that. It's fine. It's fine. So Mollix is going to attempt a decryption, another decryption. Rosie is going to ask about Kira's memories. And Eudora is going to check for contacts for intel on Rift or Rhaegor. He has a +5. He rolled that low. Oh my god. He rolled a 3. He rolled a 3. That's pitiful. I mean, eventually I'm just gonna break it. Just like keep trying to hack into it. Despite his best efforts, Mollix is unable to unlock any more of the Project Rift data. The encryption is stronger than expected, possibly requiring a specific access key. Mollix grits his teeth, leaning back from his terminal. Damn it, whatever's in here, it's locked tight. Calypsy glances over. You saying we need some kind of special decryption key? Mollix nods. Yeah, I might be able to brute force it eventually, but it'd take a long time. Alright, let's see. Rosia's conversation with Kira. It was a 22 critical success. Kira remembers critical details about Project Rift. Rosia sits down next to Kira, voice low and careful. I need to know, Kira, what do you remember about Project Rift? Kira goes silent, staring ahead for a long moment. Then she blinks, and something shifts in her expression. Project Rift. It wasn't just an experiment. It was a war machine project. The room falls into silence. Kira grits her teeth. They weren't just making people like me. They were making soldiers, whole armies of them. Rosia leans in. What happened? Kira closes her eyes, forcing herself to remember. She remembers the facility, large, deep underground. Dozens of people like her, connected to something. A rift engine. A voice. Commanding. Cold. Not Rhaegar, but someone else. Then, a catastrophe. Kira's breathing becomes uneven. They lost control. The rift engine. It wasn't stable. I remember people screaming. I remember... She clutches her head. I was the only one who survived. Rosia places a hand on her shoulder. And Rhaegar, where was he there? Kira shakes her head. I don't know. But if he was involved in this, then he likely knew exactly what they were doing, and he let it happen. A long silence fills the vehicle. Calypsy crosses her arms. We need to find out what Rhaegar's role in this really was. Yeah, Eudora doesn't find anything. Eudora reaches out through her connections, but comes up empty. Most people have never even heard of Project Rift. Those who do either refuse to talk or insist it's classified history. Eudora sighs, shaking her head. No luck. If anyone knows, they're not talking. Mollix frowns. Then that means we need to go where the truth is buried. We're gonna go to... We're gonna go back to Outpost 17 and talk to Grit. The one that gave us bad info. The cyber arms merchant that gave us bad information about Rhaegar being in the mall. mean, maybe he was just mistaken, but we're gonna get some more answers. Because that was not nice. That led us on a complete wrong direction when we were already heading to the right direction. If we had if we had gone to the right spot, if we had gone to Sector 0 originally, we might have found Rhaegar before he left. That's so unfortunate. Alright, the team heads towards Outpost 17, a sprawling cyberpunk trading hub buried in the remains of an old industrial complex. A city of neon and desperation where mercs, smugglers, and black market tech dealers thrive. Security is minimal, and the only rule here is don't start a fight unless you're ready to end it. Grit, the cyber arms merchant, operates out of a reinforced stall near the main market. Alright. Grit's Cybernetic Emporium. The storefront is cluttered with racks of mechanical limbs, energy weapons, and cybernetic augmentations. Grit, a grizzled, four-armed cyborg. Is that what he was before? He was a hyena before. I don't know if he was four-armed because it didn't mention it before. But you know, sure he's four-armed. Sits behind the counter, absently cleaning a modified plasma pistol. He glances up, cybernetic eyes flicking as he recognizes them. Well, if it ain't my favorite bunch of pissed off customers. Thought I'd sent you off to die in the maw. Guess that didn't take, huh? He smirks, but there's tension in his body. He knows they aren't here for pleasantries. I think we're going to do direct confrontation. Like, hey, you suck. Basically, that's how it's going to go. You suck and gave us bad information. How could you? Yeah, how could you, Grit? How could you? We were actually gonna come and buy more stuff from you, but now we're not gonna. Your fault for lying. The moment the team steps up to the counter, the mood shifts. Calypsy slams her hand on the table, claws scraping across the middle. Cut the shit, Grit. You set us on a wild goose chase, and I want to know why. Grit doesn't flinch, but his mechanical fingers tighten slightly on the plasma pistol. Relax, princess. I sent you where I thought he was. Bullshit. You literally just said you sent us to die. What do you mean? Oh, Rosia even says bullshit. Rosia steps forward, her tone low but cold. Bullshit. Moloch scans him, subtle indicators detecting a spike in his heart rate. He's nervous. Eudora watches quietly, arms crossed, letting the pressure build. Grit scoffs, exhaling through his teeth. All right. Maybe I didn't give you the full story, but you gotta understand. Asking about Rhaegar ain't exactly safe business. People who go digging too deep, they don't end up missing. Oh, they do end up missing, okay. Calypsy leans in, eyes narrowed. Do we look like we care? Grit chuckles dryly, rubbing his temple. You got a point there. All right, fine. You want the truth? He gestures for them to lean in, lowering his voice. The real info on Rhaegar, Kalis, Ivanov. Rhaegar was in the mall years ago, but he was never planning to stay there. Grit only gave them the lead because he knew it'd throw off anyone else looking for Rhaegar. The last real trace of him, a black site known as Echo 43. Great, another place. Wonderful, I love it. Spine had heavy activity there before it went dark 5 years ago. Grit sighs, shaking his head. If you really want to find the old bastard, that's where you go. But let me warn you, Echo 43 ain't a place people come back from. It ain't just a facility, it's a graveyard. I mean, that's what they said about a lot of places we've been to. Malix exchanges a glance with Rosia. Eudora crosses her arms, frowning. Calypsy tilts her head. Well, then it sounds like our kind of place. Grit lets out a low chuckle, shaking his head. Figured you'd say that. You lot are either the bravest bastards I've met, or the dumbest. Oh, I could so be lying. Rosie's gonna do an investigation check. She's good at investigation checks. Pretty sure. We're gonna see if he's leading us away again, like an asshole. You know, I don't know. He's okay, I guess. Oh man. Here we go with the good rolls. Here we go. Yes. Rosie is incredible. I wonder if she only gets a +5 to her rolls as an investigator. She sees right through him. Grit isn't just holding back, he's scared. He knows more than he's letting on. The way he speaks about Echo 43 isn't just from rumors. He has personal experience. Rosia narrows her eyes, her investigator instincts kicking in. She watches the way Grit shifts in his chair, how he hesitates, just slightly before mentioning Echo 43. She sees his fingers twitch, like a man remembering something he'd rather forget. Then it clicks. Grit knows more, and he's hiding it. Rosia leans in, her voice dangerously low. You're not just some arms dealer who hears things, Grit. You've been there, haven't you? Grit stiffens, just barely, but it's enough. The team watches as he exhales sharply, shaking his head. Damn. Should have figured you'd sniff that out. He hesitates, like saying the next words out loud will bring something back he doesn't want to face. Yeah, I was there. Grit's path, the truth about Echo 43. He wasn't always a merchant. Years ago, he was part of a spine retrieval team. They were sent to Echo 43 to clean up, a classified experiment gone wrong. They didn't expect Rhaegar to be there, and they sure as hell didn't expect what they found. By the time Grit left, most of his team was dead. He rubs his metal arm absently. You know what the worst part was? He glances up, meeting Rosia's gaze. Rhaegar wasn't trying to escape. He was trying to keep something inside. Rhaegar was last seen in Echo 43. He didn't just seal Sector 0, he helped seal Echo 43 too. Something in that facility made Grit run and never look back. I'm gonna do some actual voice lines. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's the best bet. This was years ago, right? What what's even the chance that he would still be there to this day? He isn't one to stick around. If he is still there, why? Grit lets out a slow breath, tapping his cybernetic fingers against the counter. Yeah, it was years ago. His voice carries that weight, that kind that only comes from remembering something you don't want to. He runs a hand through his graying hair, eyes flickering with something close to regret. You're right, Rosia. Rhaegar ain't the type to sit still, and if he wanted to leave, he would have found a way. He looks at her now, serious, all traces of his usual smug demeanor gone. That's the problem, kid. He never left. The facility itself is a prison. If Echo 43 was meant to seal something away, then maybe it wasn't just the anomaly inside. Maybe it was him too. He's still containing something, because Rhaegar didn't run. Maybe because he couldn't. If he's still alive, he might be the only thing keeping whatever is inside from getting out. He's not alive at all. Or he might not be alive at all. No one has heard from him since Echo 43 went dark. If he's still there, the question is in what condition? What Spine left him there on purpose? What if it wasn't his choice? Maybe Spine wanted him sealed inside just as much as whatever else was in there. Grit leans forward, lowering his voice even more. I don't know what happened to him after I left, but I do know this. If you find him, he won't be the same man you remember. Rosia stares at him, the weight of this information settling in. What does she say? Rosia takes a slow breath, then clenches her fists. Her tail flicks sharply and her voice is ice cold. You sent us to the mall, knowing this the whole time? Grit shrugs, but it's forced. Didn't think you'd actually come back, to be honest. Rosia doesn't move at all at first. Then, with no warning, she slams her fist on the counter. The metal creaks under her strength. People died because of that. We almost died. Grit holds up his cybernetic hands defensively. Look, I had my reasons. Rosia cuts him off, eyes burning. Yeah? Then give me one good reason why I shouldn't break your lying jaw right now. Grit exhales, rubbing his temple like he had a headache. Because knowing the truth wouldn't have done you any good if you weren't ready for it. He leans forward, expression darkening. You think I wanted to send you into the mall? No. But if I told you the truth back then, you would have gone straight to Echo 43 without a second thought. And you would have died. Simple as that. He gestures at them, at the drones, the upgraded weapons, the scars they now carry. Now, maybe you actually have a shot at making it out alive. The tension in the air is razor sharp. What does Rosia do? I think she is still not happy, but I think she understands. But I mean, no, he keeps saying that he didn't expect us to return. He expected us to die out there. So yeah, no. She's not gonna accept it, but she's gonna let it go for now. He fully thinks that he's done the right thing, but he hasn't. And if anything, he's just wasted our time and potentially potentially did bad for Rhaegor, because we were trying to help Rhaegor. And the fact that we couldn't find him sooner was bad, because Spine is still after him. If we could have found him sooner, we may have been able to help whatever he's going through, or potentially get him away from Spine. Rosia glares at Grit for a long, tense moment. Her fingers twitch like she's 1 second away from decking him. But she exhales sharply, forcing herself to step back. You're full of shit, Grit. Her voice is cold, but she doesn't raise it. She shakes her head, tail flicking sharply behind her. Her hands slowly unclench, but the anger is still there. We were always going to go to Echo 43. You didn't prepare us for anything. You wasted our damn time. Grit smirks slightly, but there's no humor in it. Maybe, but you're still alive, ain't ya? Rosia exhales through her nose and turns away. She's done wasting energy on this bastard. Come on, we got what we came for. With Echo 43 now their next destination, they have options before heading out. Buy any last supplies. Find out if anyone else knows about Echo 43. Try to track down Spine's movements before heading out. And just get moving. Let's see. Rosia and who else? Who could go with her? I could send Kira with her, I guess. Let's see. Molix will try to track Spine's movements. Rosie and Eudora, what can they do? Okay, we're splitting up the group a little bit. That's okay. I'll get more ground covered that way. Very important. I mean, the good thing about having so many characters is that we can get more stuff done. At least that's the idea. I don't know if it's going to work out like that, though. Alright, let's see. Rosie and Kira's attempt. No one wants to talk about Echo 43. A few people they question either claim they've never heard of it or quickly change the subject. One person mutters, "You don't ask about that place if you want to keep breathing." Rosia scowls. This is ridiculous. It's like it doesn't even exist. Kira folds her arms, thinking. Or maybe it's worse than that. Maybe no one left that place alive. Spine's digital footprint is unusually quiet. No clear movements, no chatter about Echo 43. Either they aren't watching it anymore, or they're covering their tracks too well. Malix frowns at his datapad, frustrated. Nothing. Either Spine's ignoring Echo 43, or they don't want anyone to know they're still involved. Lipsy huffs. They were all over us before. Why the hell would they stop watching now? Malix narrows his eyes. That is what worries me. Clipsy and Eudora. They find a handful of useful but overpriced goods. A few vendors offer experimental weapons and medical gear, but nothing revolutionary. One particularly shady dealer has prototype combat stems and armor mods. They're expensive. Calypsy crosses her arms. It's decent stuff, but they're charging way too much. Eudora glances at one of the high-grade combat stems, frowning. If we're heading into a potential death trap, this might be worth it. Try to haggle for better prices. I can imagine Clipsy just being like, charge us less. Lower your prices. Not really, but that'd be funny. Yeah, I feel like we should stop asking about Echo 43, probably. Yeah, let's regroup and plan, because we're at a loss here. That was very unhelpful. If we had something more to go off on, I'd say we head there right away, but we really don't. We're not going to make the same mistake of just constantly heading to the location that they tell us to go to. Just because that's the only lead we have. We need to find more leads. More concrete evidence. The team steps away from the bustling market and finds a quieter spot, standing in a tight circle as they exchange findings. No one is talking about Echo 43. Spine's movements are suspiciously quiet. The black market has gear, but at inflated prices. Mullix exhales, tapping a finger against his wrist console. Something doesn't add up. If Spine was done with Echo 43, we'd find record of its decommissioning. But if they're still watching it, why can't I find anything? Theories on what they're missing. The facility might not be abandoned after all. If Spine isn't tracking Echo 43, maybe they don't need to, because they already have control over it. Worst case scenario, Spine never left, and they're still running operations there. Spine might be wiping the records in real time. No chatter, no logs, no movement. That's too clean. This could mean Spine has an active interest in making sure no one knows what's inside. Someone powerful might be involved. Someone high up might still be invested in whatever Echo 43 was built for. If that's the case, Spine's silence isn't accidental, it's deliberate. Clipsy crosses her arms, her tail flicking impatiently. I hate to say it, but it doesn't sound like we're walking, doesn't but it sounds like we're walking straight into another mess. She glances at Rosia, watching her closely. But that doesn't change a damn thing, does it? Rosia stares at the ground for a long moment before exhaling. No, it doesn't. Even if Spine is still running the place, even if it's a trap, Echo 43 is their only lead. If her father is still alive, this is the best shot they have at finding him. She knows the risk, and she's ready to take it. We're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. I mean, it's probably a bad idea, but I don't know. What, like it said, we don't have any other leads. There's nothing else we can do. And all of this fucking Echo 43 is just hush hush on the quiet. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to know about it. Nothing. And Spine being so quiet right now is suspicious. Very suspicious. Well, I guess at least we dodged a bullet with Sector 0 and not doing anything there. Because, yeah, we would have just fought something and then left again. And probably found Echo 43 anyways. Alright, the team piles into their vehicle, leaving Outpost 17 behind. No more delays, no more guessing. If they want answers, they'll have to find them for themselves. Echo 43 awaits. Deep journey to Echo 43. Location is deep within a ruined industrial district, once a hidden black site under Spine control. The status is officially abandoned for years, but something isn't adding up. The threat level is unknown. As they approach, the landscape shifts. The sky darkens, storm rumbling overhead. The roads are cracked, overgrown with creeping vines and strange bioluminescent fungi. The only structure still intact is the towering, reinforced bunker of Echo 43. A massive security gate blocks the entrance. No obvious signs of activity, but that means nothing. And the AI from Sector 0 said, "Do not trust what remains." And yet, Rosia stares ahead, gripping the steering wheel tighter. We're here. Do not trust what remains in Sector 0, or do not trust what remains entirely? Ooh, that could have been what it meant. We tried the hacking method and it worked pretty good, right? We're gonna send Rosia with her power and with the scout drone to scout out the location. I don't know. Location. Yep. I mean, Malix can control the drone from a distance while Rosia does her sneaky sneak. I mean, the more recon, the more information we get, the better. Rosia moves ahead, melting into the shadows, the scout drone hovering silently beside her. She moves with practiced precision, her form blending seamlessly into the darkened ruins. The scout drone's feed data gives us the facility layout. The main entrance has heavy blast doors, reinforced. No visible power, but may have manual override. A side access tunnel with a partially collapsed vent system, narrow but accessible. The upper catwalks, still intact, provide a high vantage point, possible sniper perch. Signs of life. No immediate human activity detected. However, there are power fluctuations deep inside the structure. Something is still operational within. Unsettling discovery is bioluminescent veins like the ones in Sector 0. It was in the mall, not Sector 0. Right. Are growing along parts of the facility's walls. They pulse faintly, almost like they're alive. This wasn't in the original facility design. She returns quickly and relays everything. No movement, but the place isn't dead either. Something still has power in there. Malix frowns, pulling up the drone scans. And those damn veins again. Whatever Spine was doing in these places, it's still active. Clipsy clicks her claws against her belt, glancing at the others. Well, looks like we got some ways in. Pick your poison. Malix is going to try to hack into the facility remotely. Man, he's getting really bad hacking rolls. Every time he tries to hack into something, it's like, nope, this is very difficult. He was 1 point away from doing a better roll. That sucks. Because I'm pretty sure 15 is a normal, like good roll. 15 and up. Malix establishes a link with the facility's external systems. Security protocols are still active but degraded. He gains partial access enough to manipulate certain systems, but not everything. Malix can unlock one entry point, a main door, side tunnel, or upper catwalk. Disable external motion sensors, avoiding tripping alarms on the way in. He doesn't have full access to the still locked behind, or the full facility's access is still locked behind an internal network. No control over automated defenses. Malix types quickly, looking back at the others. I've got control of one entry. You want in clean, or do you want to take the high ground? We're gonna go straight in the main entrance. Yeah. Cut to the chase, right through the middle. No more waiting. Let's do this. We can probably take on anything that is in here, I feel like. I mean, we're pretty buff at this point. We've all got energy rifles, I believe. Some of us have armor upgrades. And we have Kira on our side. Everything's looking up for us. It's great. It's great. Nothing could go wrong. What would go wrong? Whatever could go wrong? It's impossible for anything to go wrong at this point. Mollux's fingers move across his interface, sending a remote override command. The blast doors let out a deep mechanical groan as internal locks disengage. A rush of stale, cold air leaks out as the entrance creaks open just enough for them to slip inside. The security feed update. Motion sensors are disabled. They can now move. Oh yeah, we already know that. Yep, we already know that. Okay. The air is thick, filled with the scent of rust, old electronics, and something organic. The facility walls are lined with thick cables and power conduits, some of which are pulsing faintly with bioelectric energy. Emergency lights that flicker deep red and yellows, casting long shadows across the metallic corridors. Rosia steps inside first, weapon at the ready. Calypsy grits her teeth, already tense. So far, so creepy. Eudoric touches a nearby wall, frowning. This place isn't dead, it's waiting. Malik scans his interface again, checking for further access. I still don't have control beyond basic doors and motion sensors. If we want deeper access, we'll have to reach an internal terminal. The hallway ahead splits into three distinct paths. The left path is a biocontainment wing. The walls are lined with reinforced glass chambers, some of which appear cracked. The middle path was a security hub, a checkpoint with sealed bulkheads, possibly leading to a security terminal. The right path, engineering bay, dimly lit, filled with massive machinery, leading deeper into the facility. Let's go into the middle path, because why not? It's not like we've done this before and massively got attacked. No. Heading to the security hub. The team moves cautiously down the center hallway, their footsteps echoing through the vast, empty facility. The air is stale, filled with the scent of aged metal, burnt electronics, and something faintly organic. Yeah, we already know that. The deeper they go, the colder it gets. The security hub is heavily reinforced, its bulkhead sealed tight. The old spine insignia is barely visible beneath the dust and grime. Mollix kneels near a wall-mounted security terminal, fingers tapping against the interface. His visor flickers with data streams. This is a primary checkpoint. If I can break into the system, we might get full control over the facility. Doors, cameras, security logs, maybe even power routing. Calypsy grips her energy blade, watching the darkened corridors branching off from the checkpoint. Might? That's a lot of uncertainty. Malix doesn't look up. It's not a question if I can, it's how much time it's going to take. Rosia scans the walls. Some of the security turrets are inactive, but that doesn't mean they're dead. We should assume that we're being watched, she mutters. Eudora runs a hand along the bulkhead, her fingers brushing over strange webbed growth that pulses faintly beneath the surface. I don't like this, she murmurs. This place should be abandoned, but it's still active. Kira watches the others, silent but alert. Her fingers twitch near her rift blade, ready to react at the first sign of trouble. Mollix works fast, fingers moving across his interface as he attempts to breach the security system. Sparks flicker from the terminal as old circuits struggle against his intrusion. Then an error flashes across his visor. Access denied. Security override required. The bulkheads remain locked. The system resists him completely. Mollix curses under his breath. Damn it. This thing's locked down harder than I thought. Something, is still actively running the security here. Rosia tenses, weapon raised. That means we're not alone. Eudora steps back from the terminal, glancing around. What do we do? If we stay here too long, we'll be sitting targets. Kira nods toward the corridor ahead. We need another way in. If we can't hack it, we find the manual override. Calypsy grits her teeth, tapping her claws against her belt. She loves tapping her claws. That's one of her favorite things. She's always tapping her claws on something. She's very impatient. Or we bust it open the old-fashioned way. Right, Malix finds old wiring conduits leading deeper into the facility, but no direct access. It's a possible lead. Rosia discovers a hidden panel in the wall, partially covered by decaying wiring. It looks like an emergency power relay. Calypsy notices a sign of forced entry in a side passage, suggesting someone else may have tried to break in before. Eudora finds a manual override schematics on a damaged terminal. There's a security access hatch somewhere nearby. Kira uncovers the actual manual override panel hidden behind debris near the bulkhead doors. Alright. Let's see. It uses a mechanical release mechanism rather than digital access. Might allow them. Their emergency power relay might allow them to force the doors open if manually activated. Requires someone to reroute the power. Signs of previous entry. Someone else tried to get in before. The marks are recent. Security schematics confirms that the override panel should still work. It may trigger a localized alert within the facility. Ooh, should I activate the emergency power relay? No. No, let's just let them investigate the force marks. Rosia kneels near the deep gouges and forced entry marks, running her fingers along the damaged surface. The cuts are sharp, not from tools, but from something organic. They aren't from a plasma cutter or explosives. They were made by claws or something similar, and they're fresh, less than a few days old. She frowns, narrowing her eyes. Something tried to break into this place, and whatever it is, it wasn't using tech. Malix steps closer, scanning the area. Not human then. Something alive. Calypsy clicks her claws against the hilt of her energy blade. Man, she loves doing that. She absolutely loves doing that. Great. Another freak experiment running loose. Eudora leans down, pressing her palm lightly against the floor. It's possible they got inside. Rosia stands up, glancing toward the manual override panel. If we open this door, we might not be the only ones waiting on the other side. Something with claws tried to break in recently. It may already be an unknown entity. If they open the bulkhead, they could let something loose. Or walk straight into it. Yeah, we'll set up defensive position. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see. The team quickly moves into a defensive formation. Mollix positions himself near the override panel. Calypsy takes point, energy blade in hand, ready for close quarters combat. Rosie moves to a high position, rifle trained on the bulkhead doors. Eudora steps back, preparing her botanokinetic abilities in case she needs to restrain something. Kira readies her rift blade, her stance calculated and precise. The 3 combat drones align. It's cool, it remembered that I had my combat drones with me. Align at key entry points, weapons locked and ready. The room is silent. Only sound, the only sound, the faint hum of the residual power through the cables in the walls. Mollix glances at the door. Or glances at the others. I'm speaking before I read. Everyone ready? A series of nods. Mollix pulls the manual override lever. The bulkhead opens. The heavy doors groan as gears grind against each other, forcing open an entrance that hasn't been accessed in years. A rush of stale air hisses out, thick and dust, decay, and something else. Something unnatural. The interior lights flicker erratically, casting jagged shadows across the long hallway beyond. Then, movement. A low clicking sound echoes from deep inside. Something is in there. It heard them. And now it's coming. Calypsy tightens her grip on her blade. Here we go. Rolling for initiative. Combat is about to begin. Initiative order. Here we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright. As the bulkhead doors finish opening, the darkness beyond shifts. A towering silhouette emerges from the shadows. Its form is partially organic, partially mechanical, covered in patches of exposed muscle wires and metallic plating fused directly to its body. Is this another revenant? Oh my god. Glowing yellow veins pulse erratically beneath its skin, stretching across its frame in jagged patterns. Its face twisted, partially masked by a crude cybernetic visor. But the gnashing? Gnashing? Teeth beneath are unmistakably inhuman. His hands are tipped with long, jagged claws, the same kind that left marks on the bulkhead. A distorted, glitching voice growls from its throat, repeating fragmented words in a broken, artificial tone. Interest error processing. Eliminate. Then it moves. Wait, what just happened? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Wait, what? What just happened? That was an error. I've never seen that. What the hell? Yeah, no. Go back. I want that one. No node found by ID place order request. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna assume it's fine. It's the first time I've ever seen an error using ChatGPT, so that's a first. Interesting. Yeah, I imagine it's just stuck like this now. Oh, holy cow. Okay. Rosia lines up her shot, steadying her modified silenced energy rifle. The moment the entity steps into the light, she pulls the trigger. A burst of blue energy streaks through the darkness, hitting the entity dead center. Direct hit. The blast scorches through the creature's cybernetic plating, sending sparks flying and exposing charred muscle beneath. That's only 7 damage. Jeez. The entity stumbles slightly, its head twitching violently. Its glitching voice stutters. Processing. Error. Threat detected. Recalibrating. It's hurt, but still very much standing. Oh, I'm supposed to put it in that. Whoops. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me. Man, I'm surprised at how prepared we were, and we still the unknown entity still got the drop on us with a really high a high roll there for initiative. It'll be fine. It'll do one attack, maybe do some damage, and then all of us will get an attack on it. So hopefully it's fine. It's weird having two melee characters and then everyone else is literally has rifles. Energy rifle, energy rifle. Calypso even has the energy sidearm, which is cool. And then yeah, he has a silenced precision energy rifle. The drone assesses the threat and chooses to fire its mounted energy weapon. The precise shot launches a streak of red energy directly at the entity. The blast strikes the creature's shoulder, searing into its synthetic flesh. The entity jerks backward slightly, its limbs twitching as it processes the unexpected resistance. Its voice distorts further. Calculating. Escalation protocol engaged. The creature lowers itself slightly, preparing to move faster. Oh no. That's not good. I don't like escalation protocol. Can we just not do that? Can you not do that? Alright, the entity's turn. The creature reacts immediately, shifting its stance. Its cybernetic limbs tense as it launches into motion. Entity moves with terrifying speed, its claws gleaming in the flickering light. The entity lunges at Rosia, its claws swiping through the air. She's too fast. Rosia sidesteps at the last second, her shadow magic flickering as she moves. The creature's momentum carries it forward, its claws raking against the metal wall instead. Sparks fly, but Rosia remains untouched. Calypso's turn. The entity is now fully engaged in combat. Calypso is in melee range. Yeah, because it's right there. The team has landed multiple shots, but the enemy isn't slowing down. It says try to disarm the entity, but it doesn't seem to really be armed. It just has claws. Yeah, go for the direct hit. I'm getting sick of the emojis it keeps putting in my game. Like, stop. I don't want any emojis, please. Just give me the text that I want. Like, sure, it's cute, but like, I'm sure it just makes it more difficult to right stuff. Okay, I said don't use any emojis, but you don't have to be a dick about it. I think it's angry. Because I told it not to use emojis, and now it's like, yeah, but what am I supposed to do now if I can't use emojis? I love the emojis. Calypsy lunges forward, swinging her prototype energy blade in a powerful arc. The glowing edge cuts through the air, aimed for the creature's exposed cybernetic plating. The entity moves with unnatural speed, twisting just enough to avoid the full force of the strike. The blade clashes against its reinforced frame, sending a shower of sparks in the air, but failing to land a deep hit. The creature lets out a distorted sound, a mixture of static and a growl, and its glowing veins pulse erratically. Oh, cool! It knew that Combat Drone 2 didn't have any orders, so it did Combat Drone's Combat Drone 2's turn as well. Without direct orders, the drone will act based on its internal combat logic. The drone does not fire. Instead, its optics pulse with a bright red glow as it begins a tactical scan of the entity. Its sensors sweep across the creature, analyzing its movements, structural weaknesses, and energy patterns. Yeah, I forgot it can do this. The combat drones can actually do like battle scans. Data feeds into Malex's system, providing a targeting bonus for the next attack against the entity. Yeah, targeting bonuses and everything. The attacker gets a +2 to their roll. The entity twitches slightly, seemingly aware of the scan, but does not react directly to the drone. Alright, Kira's in position. Rift Blade humming with stored energy. The entity has been partially scanned, and the team has begun pressuring it. Alright, Kira's gonna attempt to coordinate with Malix because he's next on the initiative roll. Kira's gonna fake an attack and leave the entity a weak spot open for Malix to shoot. So it's gonna do Kira and Malix's turn more than likely. Kira moves quickly, feigning an attack with her Rift Blade, trying to force the entity into exposing a weakness. She times it with Malix, setting him up for a clean shot, but the creature doesn't fall for it. Its unnatural reflexes allow it to recognize the maneuver almost instantly. Instead of reacting to Kira's attack, it lashes out toward her mid-movement, forcing her to retreat before she can complete the setup. Malix doesn't get a clean shot as a result. There's no opening created, no bonus granted. Kira curses under her breath as she repositions, keeping her blade raised defensively. Malix is still behind cover, watching the fight unfold. The drones are firing, but the entity remains fast and aggressive. What does Malix do? Well, he's going to use the bonus from the drone scan to take a good shot. Molex steadies his aim, exhaling slowly. The drone's scan data feeds into his visor, highlighting weak points in the entity's structure. He pulls the trigger. The silenced precision rifle fires with a barely audible crack. The energy round slams into the creature's exposed platings, piercing through and searing deep into its corrupted tissue. 21 damage! Holy cow! Okay, so we're at, what, 32? Holy cow. Alright. The entity staggers back violently, its entire frame spasming as sparks erupt from its cybernetic implants. Its voice distorts, glitching even harder. The failure system. The pulsing veins along its body flicker erratically. It's heavily damaged, but not down yet. Without direct orders, Combat Drone 1 makes it a decision on its own. It doesn't fire. Instead, its optics pulse again, continuing the tactical scan of the entity's structural integrity. This refined scan provides additional targeting data, revealing further vulnerabilities. Next attack against the entity will receive another 2+ bonus. The entity shudders, its mechanical limbs twitching violently as it tries to stabilize itself. The pulsing veins along its frame flicker with erotic energy, as if struggling to compensate for the heavy damage it's taken. Attack with the energy rifle. Take it down. Kill it. It's weak. I think like 3 damage will do it. 3 damage will do it, probably. 35 points of damage. 35 health. Sounds about right. Eudora raises her energy rifle, her expression calm and focused. The drone's scan guides her aim, highlighting a flickering section of the entity's corrupted cybernetics. She pulls the trigger. A bright energy blast rips through the air, striking the entity's chest and burrowing deep into its exposed systems. Damage dealt 8. So... 40? The creature lets out a distorted, gargled shriek as its body convulses violently. The pulsing veins along its frame begin to overload, their glow intensifying erratically. It stumbles backward, struggling to stay upright. Sparks erupt from its cybernetic limbs, and its voice glitches into an incomprehensible, fractured mess. Damage sustained. It looks like it's barely holding together, but it hasn't fallen yet. Round reset. Back to the top. Good old Rosia. gotta remember, Rosia's really dangerous with this shadow ability. Rosia summons the shadows around her, channeling their energy into a concentrated bolt of darkness. Her hands pulse with void energy as she launches the attack. The shadow bolt streaks through the air like a jagged spear, aimed directly at the entity's exposed chest. The bolt pierces straight through the creature's cybernetic plating, sinking deep into its core. Its glowing veins flicker violently, the energy inside it beginning to destabilize. The energy lets out a garbled, agonizing screech as it convulses, its frame shaking under the force of the shadow attack. Its cybernetic limbs spark uncontrollably, twitching as internal systems fail. The pulsing veins across its body turn into a sickly, dull yellow, their glow fading. It staggers backwards, taking one last lurching step, then drops to its knees. Its head tilts up for a moment, its voice a fractured whisper. Error. They are still here. The light in its visor flickers once, then dies. With a final hollow thud, the entity falls to the ground, motionless. The battle is over. Of course, we're going to investigate the remains. Of course. And of course, we didn't take any damage from this guy. I think, right? I'm pretty sure. It missed when it did attack. It tried to attack Rosie, I think. The team gathers around the fallen creature, carefully inspecting its remains. Mollix and Rosia take the lead, analyzing its cybernetics and trying to recover anything useful. A spine-linked neural core, intact but corrupted. This creature was once connected to Spine's systems. Its data core is partially intact, meaning its memory might still hold valuable information. Mollix could attempt to extract and decrypt it. Experimental biosynthetic enhancements. The pulsing veins covering its body are not natural. They are a fusion of biological tissue and artificial power conduits. This confirms Spine was experimenting with biosynthetic augmentation. A partially restored audio log. The entity's last words hinted at something. They are still here. This internal storage holds garbled logs that could be recovered. The team might be able to restore some of its final recorded moments. A high energy cybernetic core component. This creature's power core is still functional. This could be salvaged for use in weapons, armor, or even the combat drones. Alright, and that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. I really appreciate you watching this. Either during the stream, I don't know if anyone actually watched it during the stream, but you guys afterwards watching it. Really appreciate you joining, watching it, and keeping up with the story and stuff. I'm quite enjoying this. I think I might have to have a talk with ChatGPT and say, hey, like, listen, I know this is cheating, but Rhaegor's in Echo 43, right? I might have to just nudge it and say, hey, Rhaegor is here. Definitely. We can't keep looking for him the entire game, right? Like, he's here. He's definitely here. I don't want to have to keep looking because it's getting a little bit repetitive, and I don't like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see if ChatGPT can maybe not have him not be here again, because it's just getting old at this point. Like, I'm not gonna keep searching random places to try to find Rhaegor if we're literally never gonna find him, you know, if he's just always one step away. I get that leads for like drama and stuff, but the longer that it keeps going like this, the more annoying and just stupid it's gonna be. So I'd rather not have to keep dealing with that. So yeah, I'll see what I can do with ChatGPT and see if maybe I can have it like remember, like, hey, Rhaegor is definitely inside Echo 43. And maybe it'll, yeah, determine that. So anyway, that's all for tonight. Goodbye.